name's Krista Mahon. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, independent designer with Chalk Couture and team leader of Krista's Chalking Crew. Today we're going to do a hand towel and we're going to use the B-size transfer Autumn Skies. So we have our ink mat here that we've cut up. These are reusable, they are sticky. And the reason why we use the ink mat is to keep the fabric nice and tight and get the wrinkles out of it. Now this is a woven like waffle weave. So it is gonna not maybe be as clean cut as a flat pattern would be, but I still think it's gonna turn out. So I put the ink mat in there, and then I'm going to smooth this down as best as possible. And like I said, it is like a woven waffle pattern. So the flatter the fabric, the better. But I do like this, so that's what we're going with. I keep getting a fuzzy on there. Okay, so we're gonna fuzz this. This has been used before a few times. So we're going to, obviously it's already marked. Our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times. So you definitely wanna mark the transfer itself and the front and the back. The reason why we fuzz is to get a little bit of lint so it doesn't stick to the surface so well that it does not come off. And we just want to make sure our towel is lined up here. And I'm going to do all one color on this guy, okay? So we're going to do one color all the way down. And I picked, the ink is papaya, so it's a dark orange. I always open my paste or my ink off the screen, guys, so it does not drop anything on the project, okay? I was going to use a big squeegee, but just to be safe, I think I'm going to use a small one in case it goes off the project. Better safe than sorry for a little guy, right? I just would hate to ruin the white towel. My transfer keeps coming up on me. Okay, so I to help save the excess, I use my squeegee to get it off the stir stick. It just helps. I feel like we're gonna dip it in. Now the key with inking is nice and thick and only go over it a few times. Okay, so I try not to swipe so much. This is a waffle weave, so it may take a few swipes, but I'm hoping I get it on thick enough that I don't have any problems. I just figured to do all one color since it's obviously pumpkin pie is orange, pumpkins are orange. So you could do this one several different ways, different colors. But I like papaya, so we're just going to go with it. I'm dipping it in. The ink is a lot thinner than paste, guys. I love working with ink. I love the results. I love how it's permanent. So I'm just going to make sure we have everything covered as thick as possible. And when we pull this off, we want to make sure that we pull it off nice and slow. If we have any boo-boos, we can kind of fix them as we go. I'll show you that little trick as well. And to make sure that when we start pulling it off, we don't have anything on our hands as well. So always check your hands with ink. And we're just going to do slow. The slower you go, the better. So like this is, like I said, a waffle weave. So it might not be as clean. You can try to clean it up as we go. But sometimes it just won't look, it will look more like a vintagey look. So like right here, it looks like I don't have it on very thick at all. So you can do that. You can do this a little bit. Just see if you can go with it. Like the pumpkin definitely has some waffle weave in it. Oh, this little leaf right here. So far, so good. I think up here, maybe we could hit a little bit more. Like I said, don't check your hands, make sure you don't have it on it. This A up here, I feel like we could hit maybe. Just keep pulling down. There's a pumpkin over here. We're just going to dip. And when I do this, when I clean up, guys, I just hit it 1 or 2 times. Nothing extensive. And just make sure the transfer's down. when you do this. Okay. Okay, Pies has some issues and this guy has some issues. So we're just not even going to pull it all the way up. Try this. Let's see what we got. Okay, the S still has a little bit. Keep pulling it. I feel like our P right here could use a little bit extra. Or I maybe. I think we're good, guys. Oh, the pumpkin up here maybe a tad bit. I think we're good. So that is on waffle weave. Like I said, it's a little bit less crisp, but I still like the results. It's still doable. Put it on nice and thick, top to bottom. If you do have a little bit of boo-boos or you think it needs to be thicker, just set it right back down. Make sure it adheres, and then I go up when I fix those, not down. If you go down, it causes it to maybe seep a little bit. That's why I go up, and I make sure the transfer is back down in the same spot. So we always wash this when we're done. Don't let it soak in the water too long. That's another way you can get multiple uses out of your transfers, is to wipe down right away. 8 to 10 times, guys. Sometimes 12, sometimes more. I get usually more. So that is Autumn Skies, and this is in Papaya ink. And when you go to heat set, guys, do not leave the ink mat in there. Okay, make sure you take the ink mat out. And then use Teflon paper or parchment paper. So I use this Teflon paper right here. It's reusable. It's very strong, sturdy. It's like a material kind of. So I'll take out the ink mat. I'll put this down on there. I use a Cricut heat press. I do 350 for 25 minutes. If you don't, or 25 minutes, oh my gosh, 350 for 30 seconds. So 30 seconds on the heat press. If you don't have a heat press, no big deal. You can use an iron. So 350 degrees for 30 seconds, and it should be good to go. Can be washed. No problems at all. Thank you for joining me, and I appreciate it. You'll have a wonderful day. See ya. Bye-bye.